Mike McCool here in the Royal Examiner Studio, and with me today is Lori Oakes. Lori is a realtor in Front Royal, Warren County, and we had a little conversation not too long ago, and she said, I really want to do something that's fun for our community, and she's going to tell us how all this started, but as you can see from the sign here in the background, it says Front Royal Light Fight. So, Lori, what is Front Royal Light Fight?
It is a holiday light competition.
It's kind of like the movie Vacation. I can just see you out there plugging in the lights and blowing the power grid. Is that what you were talking about?
I hope that doesn't happen. You never know, though.
We're going to be having an electric blackout. You know, the whole East Coast goes down because Front Royal's Light Fight. But it's kind of what we're talking about. We see these TV shows all the time now that have started after that movie got on, that are people really get into this, decorating their houses.
Oh, definitely.
So how did you get this idea?
Well, it started last year. My sister and I went to Richmond, and we always go there for a sister's weekend. And we planned to go to the Short Pump Mall as usual, but because of COVID, there weren't many shops open. So we were like, what can we do to have some fun? Sure. Found out that they have a tacky light tour.
Right.
And we looked up all the different addresses they had listed, went around, and it was so much fun. Neighborhoods, people were out there with their fire pits and their Christmas lights, and it was just so much fun. And I thought, this is something I would like to bring to Front Royal.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like fun.
Yeah.
So and I said, well, if it's got to be fun, we got to get some incentives for people to do all this, because they're going to have these big electric bills. So what's the deal?
Okay.
Because you've rounded up some money prizes.
Yes, thanks to our 10 partners,
right,
who have partnered with us. And if I name them all, I may forget someone, but I will try.
Okay, I got a list right here. Why don't you look at that list? See if maybe someone's missing on there.
Yeah, Compass West Realty, Clatterbuck Home Inspections, Quality Title, Nichols Construction, 3 Days Moving and Storage, the Apple House Restaurant, Finance of America, CNC Frozen Treats, who also has a Front Royal Light Fight flavor. Boy, that's hard to say. And it is delicious.
Well, Willie always comes up with some crazy stuff.
Yeah. The Shenandoah Valley Axe Throwing Company and Green to Ground Electrical.
Well,
those 10 businesses have partnered with me so that we could bring some really great prizes.
Right. So what's our first place prize?
$1,000.
Wow. You don't see many prizes in some local community events for $1,000. And there's going to be, what, a second and third place?
Yeah. Second place is $500. Third place is $300. And then there's also a fan favorite for $500.
I mean,
so 4 opportunities.
That's a really good deal. So we could have... You're actually going to, if you get into this, you could get some of your money back, and so you don't feel so bad. I mean, when you can win, and again, it's kind of open to who's it open to? Anybody
that lives in Warren County.
Okay, so we're going to keep it within. We're going to have borders, right?
Yeah.
We're going to have borders. So Warren County residents can. There's really no limit. I mean, you can if you're brave enough to enter.
Right.
Is there an entry fee or anything?
Nope,
it's
cost completely free.
So how does it work?
Okay, so if you live in Warren County, in the town of Front Royal, anyone that is a resident is free to go online to LoriLovesHomes.com. There's a button there that says Front Royal Light Fight, and you just sign up to participate.
Okay, kind of like pre-register.
Basically, yeah, because once you sign up, then you're in our database, and we'll reach out to you.
Okay.
And then you start to decorate. And you have between now and December the 15th is the deadline to get your decorations up.
Right.
And so within that time, once you've gotten your house fully decorated, then you contact me. You can go through the website, and there will be a button that says, I'm ready to have my house photographed.
Right.
Because what I'll do then is I'll come out with one of these entry yard signs.
Right.
We'll have your entry number on it, and then you put it in your yard. I'll take a picture with that sign, and it goes into the website for our judges to see.
Right. So we're going to have judges.
Yes.
But we also talked about doing some sort of, like you did in Richmond, so people can drive around and know where to go. We could have a tour.
Yes, there will be a tour.
So if people want to register for the tour, we'll put their address or the map, and people can drive around Warren County looking at lights.
Exactly. The tour is optional because, as we know, Front Royal has mountain communities,
Sure.
Gated communities. So there's areas where a tour may not work.
Right.
But that's why we're doing it for photographs.
Right,
That
doing
way,
kind of a virtual tour.
Yeah, your house can be photographed. You
Right.
can enter the contest, even if you live at the top of a mountain.
Right.
You just may not want to be on the tour for that.
Right, right.
And if you don't want your address displayed, you don't have to be in the tour to participate.
Okay.
But we hope you will. We hope
yeah,
people
the tour
will.
makes it fun too.
Yeah.
And you never know, we might bring our camera out and start interviewing some people as these thing gets a little crazy.
Yeah.
But I've seen a lot of lights from the previous years, and we have several people in the county that that really get motivated. I think they're like Mr. Griswold,
Yes. Well, that's what it was like in Richmond. I could not believe what these people did to their houses. It was amazing.
Hundreds of thousands of lights.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But this is fun, and I
Yes.
think this is what's I keep calling our small town charm, but it's part of community.
Yes.
If we can just kind of get together and do things that are fun and lighthearted, and and it's also good for family, because this isn't normally families get involved in this, and
Oh, yeah.
and they do it and kind of like just something to do, and it's not something you do in one day either. It sometimes takes several
Yes.
days or several weeks, or
Right.
some people keep adding on to it till that judge shows.
Yeah. And that's something I did want to say, that once your house is photographed, if you add more to that, we can't come back out and photograph again. So make sure you have your house fully ready.
Right.
So that once we go out and photograph, that's it.
But the judges are going to go physically and look.
Well, the judges are actually going to look at the photographs.
Okay.
That way, like I said, if you live in a very remote area and they
Right,
can't ride past it,
Right.
So the photographs will be how they do the judging.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, and then anybody in the community can go online and vote for their fan favorite.
Right. So that's what's cool too, because
Yeah.
there are going to be some that people like. The photographs don't always do justice.
Yes.
That's why I was saying. So, and then we're going to see how it goes, and I'm sure some of them judges will say, "I got to look at this one."
I'm sure they will. Yeah. We have 3 judges, and none of them live in Warren County. So.
That was
to be fair.
They're not your neighbor, so we're not going to have to worry. I know she's got all out try to make this thing fair and equitable to
Yeah.
everyone that enters, so there's no
Right.
favorites, right?
Exactly. Again, it's just for fun, just for the community to have something to look forward to and enjoy together.
It's free, and you can actually win $1,000. I mean, that's what's so cool about the whole deal is
Yeah.
you got some serious prize money here, and the people that you have sponsored. These are really people that do work in the community, and
Yes.
they sponsor a lot of stuff. I mean, they're really community oriented. So I recognize a lot of those names that you hear over and over again that that do support our community, and it's always good to reach out to them. It's nice to do that because they really don't get a lot of advertising out of this per se. But we're going to mention their names several times. So
Oh, yeah.
we're going to put it on everything.
Exactly.
But they do it because they want to make the community better and have some fun.
Right. Yes.
I think it's great. It's great. So what else do we got to know about this? Anything else, or I think we just got to drive people to LoriLovesHomes.com.
Yes.
You can just kind of Google Front Royal Light Fight, and it'll pop up that way too.
Yes.
And you go to her website, click on that little thing, kind of pre-register to kind of give us an idea how many signs we got to make.
Yes.
And get the ball rolling. And I'm sure we might have some modifications as it goes along.
Yeah, first annual.
Yeah,
I'm
first
hoping
annual.
this will continue and be a yearly event, but we'll have to work out some of the kinks.
There'll be a few, but
Yeah.
this just sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
of course, my idea of decoration, of course, it's really discouraging. I see a lot of people, put their little laser light on the house and that's it, or we see a lot of blow up air thing. That's not quite what we're talking about here.
Exactly. Well, and the judges are judging on the 2 criteria. It's just 2 things: amount of lights and creativity.
Right.
So if you just put up a floodlight on your house,
You
you're going to have to do a little more
You might
work
not be
than
in
that.
the top 10.
Exactly.
There's guys that decorate your house for you. I've seen that their Christmas tree light Christmas light decorators,
Oh,
and they
gosh.
go around and install lights on your houses. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
That might be something that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not
might
crawling
take-
up on
take
that third
advantage
floor to hang those lights up there. But
Yeah.
but you're right. But I just think Christmas is a great time of year. It brings families together. This brings our community together. I hope that people talk about this thing, and we can just get people to share this around and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
Mildred, get on this."
Exactly.
Get Fred up on that ladder and get them lights on there. I just think it'd be a lot of fun. Lori, I really appreciate you and people like you that get involved in community events and activities, and just brings fun and excitement to our community. Again, just keep plugging that charm that we have in our community. It helps.
Oh.
It helps bring things together, and people come here and say, "We want to be part of that community," and that's really what we want.
Yeah, yeah, and these you'll see these flyers all over downtown right now,
Right.
and we're taking them throughout all different businesses.
Right.
Santa went with me this week,
Yeah.
and everybody that I gave out a flyer, the only thing that they said was, "Oh, this looks like so much fun."
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
we want.
Yeah.
Fun, and you can win $1,000. So
Exactly, and the winners will be announced on New Year's Day.
okay,
So,
okay. So
yeah.
we won't have the money for Christmas, but they'll have it for.
They'll have it to pay off the bills.
They'll have it. They'll have it exactly. They'll have it in time for that January electric bill. Anyway, Lori, so thanks so much. I really appreciate it, and I know you have several people helping you do this. Your team that you have, and congratulations to you for doing that again. And we will follow up several times between now and in December. You'll see her banner hanging across the street, hanging on the fence at Southern States.
Yeah.
Get on the website, pre-register, check things out, because it'll be evolving as we go along over the next month or two, and we want to talk this thing up, because right now no one's thinking about Christmas lights, but
Right.
next week they will.
I am.
Because Cracker Barrel's already got their Christmas tree.
Yes, and if
I
you,
think they got I think they got Valentine's Day up too, probably.
I
Wouldn't
know.
surprise me, but Christmas trees are starting to come out in the school. The stores are putting their decorations up right after this week and stuff. So
Yeah.
it'll be here before you know it. And so
decorate while it's warm.
that's right. It's
You
a
don't have
lot-
to turn the lights on yet, but
That's
you can still
exactly.
decorate while it's warm.
You know, one year I left my lights up all year long. We called them celebration lights.
Why not?
But hey, I turned them on 4th of July.
Yeah.
Turned them on. You're right. They don't have to be turned on.
Right.
That's great. So
Yeah.
again, thanks again. We will check back with you in a few weeks and see how things are going and see how many people have registered. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank
Thanks again,
you.
Lori. Appreciate it.